Peanuts, they are tiny and tasty, but they could be terrible for your health. Average American consumes 3 to 4 pounds of peanut and peanut butter, and most diabetics probably double that. What if you are ingesting all sorts of toxins and inflammation into your body, causing diabetes, cancer, and other diseases? Don't you want to know that? It doesn't have to be that way. I will show how to eat peanuts and peanut butter the correct way, so you can still enjoy the benefits and leave all the risks behind. Now, what are the risks, right? From pesticides leaching into your peanuts, to aflatoxins from the mold on them, to the copper and the iron and other oxidative inflammatory molecules being introduced during the mass production. So we'll talk about those. So there are good reasons for everyone to grab a handful of peanuts or have some peanut butter. Yes, they have a lot of benefits for diabetics. First of all, peanuts are actually great for your heart. They have a lot of healthy fats, including monounsaturated fats, which can help lower the blood sugar levels. As well as eating peanuts will be regularly reducing your risk of developing diabetes by up to 21% if you're not diabetic already. They are a great source of protein and, as a result, help regulate the blood sugar levels, prevent blood sugar spikes. Protein can increase your blood sugar as well. It just does not spike it. So you're not gonna see that spike that you see when you eat bread or rice, for example. Anything you put peanut on, it's going to actually slow that increase or slow that spike in your blood sugar. Peanuts provide a ton of fiber and vitamins, we said. So what's the problem with peanuts, right? They're nutritious. They help prevent other health issues. This guy, do you think that he can ever hurt anyone? When it comes to peanut butter, it is processed and packaged, and as you can see, it's packaged, right? It has a long shelf life. So there's all kind of things, all sorts of opportunities that can go wrong when it is sitting on the shelf like this. When fats are exposed to light, when they are exposed to oxygen, they get toxic, they get rancid. I'll talk more about the peanut butter, and I'm gonna tell you actually the healthier alternatives and how to make your peanut butter yourself in a good way, a healthy way. So what else can go wrong with this peanut or peanut butter? Well, plenty. Let's talk about pesticides. Like many crops, peanuts are susceptible to diseases and pests that leads to farmers spraying fields with pesticides and herbicides and fungicides, you name it, even more than many other foods you might eat. So peanuts are famous for that. Full of pesticides. Particularly, they are susceptible to absorbing those and holding onto those chemicals. Even organic farmers, they don't get audited all the time. They may sneak things in there, you don't know. The thing you have to know about a peanut, well, it is not a nut. It is actually a legume, and it has a soft shell, unlike a walnut's hard shell or the walnut's shell that better protects them from those chemicals. Because I heard that comment before from someone else about another peanut video. They said, oh, well, the pesticides stay on the surface. Not really. They get absorbed because peanuts have a soft shell. So even in this whole food form, eating peanuts that are not organic will have risks. Now, what else did we discuss about? Respiratory problems. So if you don't know why you're having phlegm all the time, if you don't know why you have rash on your skin all the time, if you don't know why your thyroid is going off, why you feel like you're tired all the time, these could all be endocrine disruption and also can lead to diabetes. You may say,
look, I've been a healthy guy, I exercise, how did I get this diabetes? I've been eating peanuts all my life.
Well, guess what? Yeah, you're right. This is an endocrine disease. Diabetes is an endocrine disease, and exposure to chemicals will cause it. It's not just pigging out and eating all the carbs. The chemicals and exposure to toxins can lead to diabetes. Also, if you're exposed to those chemicals, you will have increased risk of cancer, neurological problems, shaking hands, like Parkinson's disease. Doctors will say, oh, well, you have Parkinson's disease. You will say, why do I have Parkinson's disease? Doctors say, I don't know, neurological. At the end of the day, most of the chronic conditions we deal with is environmental. Reproductive issues. Ladies cannot get pregnant. They don't know why. Doctors don't know why. Well, there's always a reason. They just don't know why. And most of the time, it is these type of things that we don't think about. Now, when I tell you not to do something or eat something, I always like to give you an alternative. And one is, instead of trying peanuts, why not almonds or walnuts that are less susceptible to pesticides and herbicides like we discussed? In fact, check out my video on the power of walnuts right here. Peanuts taste great and they have so much to offer, right? So get some organic peanuts. Now, how do we do that? First of all, go unprocessed peanuts, right? Because heavily processed and packaged stuff is not helping you. I'll tell you actually during the process of making a butter and nut butter, how unhealthy that is, and you'll be surprised. Fresh green peanuts are ideal, but peanuts sold in grocery stores are typically already cooked and ready to eat. Convenient, but not healthy. Avoid peanuts that feel soft and mushy. This may indicate actually they may have spoiled. Average person will eat 3 pounds of peanut butter a year. And if you're eating that much of anything, you want to make sure it is good for you. The first problem with peanut butter is, like so many other foods, it is processed. And I'll tell you how. Check the label for added sugar. It can be hidden in conventional peanut butters. Monoglycerides, a common additive also, have been linked to increased risk of certain cancers. And avoid all the peanut butters with old unfamiliar ingredients. Some brands dare to have hydrogenated oils and trans fats. Come on, guys. Why would you do that to people? There are a lot of processed oils, seed oils, that are contaminated in these peanut butters so that it tastes better. All these vegetable oils will give you heart disease. Although peanut butter is healthy, those seed oils are not. They are going to disrupt and cause inflammation. They're going to disrupt your omega-3 balance, and it's going to give you a lot of omega-6 arachidonic acid. Peanuts are also, remember that, contaminated with aflatoxins, which are super strong cancer-causing agents. Now, comes from the mold, especially when they put these peanuts in storage, and most of them stay in storage. Now, when peanuts are crushed, that's another interesting point, into the butter. Remember that these fatty acids in these butter or in the peanut itself come into contact with metals like copper and iron, creating a rapid chemical reaction that turns the fatty acids into potent free radicals. Free radicals. Doesn't sound good, right? They've been linked to development of all sorts of chronic and degenerative diseases that comes with age, including arthritis, diabetes, heart disease, multiple sclerosis, cancer, you name it. Roasting process also can destroy a lot of fatty acids that are healthy, and the roasting process actually turns them into hydrogenated fats. Although they say they don't have hydrogenated fats, right? They turn into hydrogenated fats, dude. They are not going to tell you that, but it does happen. Your body will have difficult time for metabolizing all that crap. Sorry for my language. When it comes to shopping for peanut butter, you have a pretty simple to-do list. And I would say look at the ingredients, right? And always go to Whole Food stores. The best is just do it yourself. Now, click here in the description below or in the pinned comment so you'll get yourself a PDF on how do I make my own homemade peanut butter so you can enjoy it yourself. And there are other butter options that, are less likely to be so inundated with pesticides and other chemicals. You can go for almond butter. Again, this is super rich in healthy proteins and vitamins, super rich in magnesium and vitamin E as well. And you can even go for sunflower seed butter, which is a nut-free option. And you can go for cashew butter, which one of my favorites as well. And again, super rich in healthy nutrients. Sesame seed tahini, if you have never heard of it, you can find it in Middle Eastern restaurants or Middle Eastern markets. Again, one of my favorites. It makes anything and everything taste actually better. So try it. So super healthy, good fats, and less likely to be contaminated, and it is nut free. Now, soy nut butter is another one. You have to make sure that you don't have soy sensitivity. A lot of people have sensitivity to soy, so as long as you're sure about that, I think that's another good option as well. So at the end, guys, I talked about choosing organic, reading labels, making it at home, and what complications come in ready-made shelved peanut butters. So avoid these, make yourself at home, and get your PDF in the link below so you know exactly how to do it. And guess what? I didn't forget. Yes, remember to like and subscribe right now. Thank you.